Hi guys, we're live. Mike Fights with Friends here. MMA live at 5. Big week. Huge week. Some of you may have seen me even call into another channel. The MMA donut holes. Something like that. I don't know. Sounds like something bad for you. But thanks everybody for tuning in, watching my videos. What's going on out there? We're going to hit a lot of stories right now. What's up, Zoltan? You are first, my friend. I was just saying, you might have seen me on another MMA channel out there calling in. I think it's called the MMA Donut Holes. Doesn't sound like a very healthy snack. Sounds like something to make you fat. I don't know. But a lot of MMA news out there this week. What do you think's the biggest story, Zoltan? Since you're out there, what do you think's the biggest story coming out this week? I'm looking forward to the fights this Saturday for sure, and Roy Jones Jr.'s last fight coming up. Happy to be getting back into boxing. Nate Diaz out there right now. The Nate Diaz lottery. Nate Diaz came out, of course, says he wants to fight. Everybody wants to fight him. He doesn't seem to want to fight anybody but Conor. And I'm trying not to be biased here. Wanted to see Jones Jr. versus Silva in boxing. God, I really want to see that. I think it's going to happen, honestly. Roy Jones says this is the last fight, but he left a huge asterisk on that. He said that unless it's Anderson Silva, and if he comes back, and I mean, I don't see why Dana wouldn't step aside. Everything Anderson Silva's done for the game. I mean, he let Conor was in the game for a short amount of time, and he let him go fight Floyd Mayweather. Anderson Silva can't even fight in the UFC until who knows when. And so why don't they let him go out there and box? It's been a dream of Silva's forever. Yeah, and he was actually a professional boxer. He should have an easier time being sanctioned. I know he's older. They're both older. God, Roy's 48. It's amazing he's been fighting this long. But obviously he's not as sharp as he used to be, but he's still sharp. So, yeah, I'd love to see that fight. Because, you know, Silva's lost some of his speed, obviously. Jones has lost some of his speed and reflexes. Everything's not there, but I think it'd be a fun, entertaining fight. I can't wait to see Jones fight on February 8th on Fight Pass. So, I don't know if you have Fight Pass, but I've had to get Fight Pass now. Just to try to keep up with everything. They actually do have a lot of great shows and things on there. And I bought one pay-per-view, and when you buy the pay-per-view, it was like $24. What's up, man? RS, I was just saying, complimenting Fight Pass, I gotta say, you gotta get Fight Pass. If you buy one pay-per-view a year, when you buy the pay-per-view now, I know it went up, but it's like $22 extra. You get 6 months of Fight Pass. So why the hell not? And we can watch some stuff on there. They got Invicta, they got Alaska Fighting Championships, and a bunch of other interesting leagues and interesting fights out there. One of the big stories, of course, this last week or so has been the Nate Diaz sweepstakes. Nate Diaz says he wants to come back and fight. He's getting bored, and it seems like everybody in the world almost is calling him out but Conor McGregor, and he doesn't seem to want any of it all of a sudden. And I have to do that with, you know, come forth saying I have a huge bias towards Nate Diaz. I'm a big fan of the Diaz brothers. But if you're ducking fighters, you're ducking fighters. I mean, do what you say you want to do. You know, Kevin Lee and Eddie Alvarez, of course, have aggressively pursued a fight with him on social media. Eddie Alvarez shared a text, back and forth text with somebody else where Nate Diaz actually said that he did not want to fight Eddie Alvarez. Nate Diaz only going to fight Conor. A third fight is going to happen for sure. It's going to happen for sure. I want to see the fight. I can't blame Nate Diaz, but I mean the way he's being passive aggressive. If it were me, if I would have came back, I would have. If I just wanted to fight Conor, I would immediately came out of the gate talking smack about Conor. Just come out talking smack about Conor and start hyping the fight now. Don't be saying that, you know, all these other guys are marks and whatever the hell, you know, you're going to say. I said, I love the guy, but if you want to fight Conor, say you want to fight Conor. Nate Diaz standard's too high. He's going to fight anyone unless they are equal of higher popularity. He needs to go back to where he fought MJ, then called out Conor. Not wait, yeah. I said I agree with him. I mean, I don't blame him for waiting out for the money, in a way. But yeah, I want to see him fight. And this is the thing. He either wants a fight that he knows he's going to win, or Conor McGregor. And he wants a fight that he pretty much knows he's going to win and he's going to get paid a lot. This ranch in. What's up, Angel? Thanks for tuning in, man. I did a video earlier to take a break, how I'm having some issues with YouTube about people finding this channel. So I appreciate everybody for passing the name on. It's funny, if you type in Mike Reviews at all, this channel will come up. If you type in Fights with Friends, it comes up way down the page. So you have to type in Fights with Friends, and then instead of search, filter by channel. So I don't know why that is. I'm trying to work it out with YouTube. They said it'd be done a long time ago. They still haven't figured it out. Nate Diaz smoking too much weed. Yeah, Nate isn't respecting UFC. They gave him Conor and MJ fight. He got lucky and now acting like... Yeah, and he got paid. He got paid more than a lot of these guys that have been around for a long time. And like I said, I mean, I like the guy. I know I've said that enough. I'll stop saying that now. But, you know, Kevin Lee's calling him out. Eddie Alvarez is calling him out. Tyron Woodley's calling him out. I don't think he beats any of those guys. I know he's not beating T-Wood. T-Wood would smoke him. But, I mean, it's crazy. What's up, Stewie? I seen you finally subscribe. What the hell took you so long? Thanks for tuning in, man. I seen me over on that other show, MMA Donut Holes. He should take Woodley. I think he'd get his ass beat. That's the problem, though. Conor only fought Nate in the first was he was drawing good pay-per-view already. Oh, for sure. 25% chance. Yeah, at best. I'd say he'd have to be a huge underdog. Planning on calling Super Bowl? Most people won't need you calling, but still might be worth trying to get subs. Yeah, J-Phone, I'd love to call Super Bowl with you. It looks like that's going to be the plan. I've looked into it. It's very strange how the NFL does this. So you can talk about the game, you can talk about the Super Bowl. You cannot mention the name Super Bowl in your video or anything anywhere. In the description or anything, you get a huge fine from the NFL. And I might even have to find another name for that stream to call it, like championship game, or, you know, we'll call it the, you know, the New England Patriots versus the Philadelphia Beagles. I don't know, but they're kind of strange about that stuff. Maybe we can have some fun with that, though. NFL final, yeah. NFL into their Grand Prix, whatever, yeah, whatever you want to call it. You know, at the studio with the his roast, not good. I figured that out. Thanks for showing me that. Yeah, and he is banned from commenting on this channel. So I'm tolerant, but not quite as tolerant as Mr. Donut Hole Chris over there. I got to laugh a little bit. And I see Kevin Lee came out and he says about the Nate Diaz thing. He says, I see what Eddie's trying to do, but I think the man's just got it all wrong. This is what he told Ariel Helwani on the MMA Hour. I think the fans, they don't want to see the biggest name against the biggest name and choose the best. I disagree with him to a point. So if we're going from a sports perspective, I got to throw my hat in the ring versus Diaz. What's going on, man? Kevin Lee Sadish. Oh, man. Yeah, he certainly is. He says, that's a fight I've been pushing for. That's a fight I'm going to talk and talk and talk. But from every other perspective, other than the fun fight, that's the fight to make. Something else that was hilarious that he said, though, that he'd be the bigger name coming into this. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, Eddie Alvarez isn't the biggest household name. That's right, facts right here. Eddie Alvarez isn't the biggest name, but when was the last time you guys went in any MMA forum, talked to any MMA fan, and they said, man, I can't wait for that next Kevin Lee fight? Nobody ever. Nobody in the history of frickin' MMA. Thank you, Asa. Yeah, nobody in the history of MMA has ever said, I want to watch the Kevin Lee fight. You know what Kevin Lee's mom was doing the last time Kevin Lee fought? She was watching reruns of old Khabib Nurmagomedov fights. That's how little people want to watch Kevin Lee fight. Kevin Lee versus Diaz actually makes sense. Both lost to champions. Yeah, I just don't think it's a sellable fight. I mean, any fight's sellable with Nate Diaz. But Kevin Lee, you know, he can't hold his own in the cage. Nobody wants to see him fight. He's just not a popular fighter. Did you see the eloquent on the MMA Hour? I did catch part of it. I listened to a lot of podcasts this week. Diaz won't fight wrestlers. Oh, for sure. I'm actually, for reasons I'm going to go into in a minute, it's a protein drink. It's a sparkling water with some protein. I had a knockback on the beer for a while. Yeah, it was. If Diaz want to make money, they should fight each other. Biggest fight ever. You know, so a few people might get upset about this or whatever, but a few people were saying that me and somebody from the MMA donut hole. Yeah, it actually is. It's pretty tasty. And it's got 30 grams of protein, so what the hell? Diaz going to wait and then challenge whoever wins Khabib versus Ferguson. He's just going to go in there and get a big fight. Yeah, he's got to get paid. That's the big thing when he comes in, like with DC. And I totally have no problem with what DC did. Yeah, you should fight. I'm getting in shape. I'll tell you that. I'm getting in shape for something. I'm 39. Diaz versus Ferguson. Dahmer versus BLT or Mayor West. I asked Chris over there at Donut Holes what he walks around at. He answered me a few times on Twitter, but he wouldn't say. I don't know how big he is. Force David to fight pit bulls and put. Yeah, no, let's not do that. But you know, 'cause a lot of people are actually like, why don't you guys get in the cage and fight? You know what? I'm like, that would be fun. I miss competition so much, and I'm 39. I'm getting to that age to where I'm not going to be able to compete for a whole lot longer standing. What's up, man? Good fucking morning. Not good morning here, but where you are, Mike, you can KO the MMA hall. Absolutely. I don't know how big he is. I don't want to talk a lot of smack because I don't want to find out he's like, you know, 5'6" and 150 pounds or something. Because I mean, we gotta agree on a weight there or whatever. But if he'll respond, he's responded to me plenty. He responded with a meme laughing at me. So yeah, exactly. So you guys go over there, Stewie. You know how to stir some shit up. Go over there to the Donut Holes channel and tell him what's going on here. Tell him we need to get this on. Diaz asked for too much. The red panty and I made him forget how often he gets ass kicked. Oh yeah, for sure. Diaz is a top-notch contender, excuse me, and contender pretender. He's not even top 10 probably. Well, thank you, Stewie. And we'll put it together. He's all the way in New York, but if we put together... Who's the Donut Holes? What's going on here? What's going on, man? Hey, they came over on my channel and attacked me first. So that's what happened. MMA Quick Hits, did you ever watch him? He stopped his channel, I think, because he had talked shit about Woodley and Woodley confronted him. Or they fought. Oh, jeez, no, I didn't. That's crazy. That's crazy. But, yeah. Honestly, I really don't think Chris wants any of this, but if he does, you know, he knows where to find me. And if we get the fight scheduled, I'm not backing down from anybody. Like I said, his people came over here first. They started, they asked me, said that we should fight. I'm not backing down from anybody. If they want to see it, I'm here. No one wants to hurt him. Spar, no, kill him. Check out Super Cash MMA. I've been checking out a lot of MMA shows and podcasts lately, but, if anybody's listening for Chris, whatever, give me a yes or no. Be a man. The people asked for the fight. If you don't want to fight me, just say, oh, I'm sorry, Mike. I think you would kick my ass, and we can be done. Yeah, yes, I do know how to fight. I haven't fought in a long time. I'm out of shape. I used to do some judo and some boxing, some different things. But let's just say I used to really enjoy hitting people, and it still wouldn't hurt my feelings a lot. I had nothing against Chris, but the competition would be awesome. I'm MMA homite, but I can still watch both channels. Yes, you can, Stewie McGriffin. Hey, and everybody from here, if they want to watch his channel when I'm not on, awesome. More power to you. I want him to be successful. He's wished me good luck. He even told his people to subscribe to my channel, so hats off to him. Thanks to him. But the fans called this out. I'll go to New York. Here's the thing. If he accepts the fight, and you guys can record this and you can post it to him. If he accepts the fight, we'll put together a fund. Everybody can donate. Somebody want to buy my ticket to New York. Everybody put together, buy me a plane ticket to New York. I'll go there. We can fight in a high school wrestling gym. We can fight in a cage. We can fight in a boxing ring. I don't give a damn. But we'll do it. We'll have a press conference. We'll have the weigh-in. We'll stream it all. We'll do it properly. I'll stream some of me training. I'm actually really excited to fight somebody before I get too damn old. Yo, what's up, Cap? Buddy, behave. Cap will kick you out. Depends, bro. Just used to fight doesn't mean he will win. Yeah, you never know. And the other dude looks like he's in better shape. I don't like beat it. Cap, we were just talking, and I know you're a pugilist. I know that you're, a purist, and not as much about the hype, but about the great fighters. But people were calling, don't take steroids. I don't take steroids, dude. People were calling for a fight between me and Chris, and I was saying, what the hell? You know what? I'd do it. Drama alert or boost your channels. I need to check that out. What happened with Rashad and Bisping? Go take him, bro. So if everybody would donate, if everybody decides to want, if Chris ever responds to me, he's responded to many. He responded with a meme with some guys laughing. But if he's going to laugh at me, if pays for the ticket for me to go to New York, we'll do the fight. We'll do it in a high school gym. We'll do it in a boxing ring. We'll do it in a cage. I don't care. I like to fight. I haven't fought in a long time. I'm 39. I maybe got a few fights left in me. Bisping sucks. That's why he doesn't want to get KO'd again. Yeah, I see Bisping looks like he's probably officially retired. That is crazy. But as far as the Chris things, that's it. I mean, ball's in his court. His guys did come over here and start saying things to me first. Make fun of manhandle Chris and throw Jesse on his shoulder and bring her back on. I'm going to feel really bad, though. And his own moderator follows me, which is kind of funny. But, hey, I follow him to see what he's doing. And I have no problem with people watching both channels. So that's great. Can you uppercut him through the subway at another level? Jesse's the ring girl. Hey, Jesse can be the ring girl. That'd be great. But I'm going to feel really bad if I find out he's like 5'2" and 140 pounds or something stupid. Because I could maybe stretching it, getting down to a catch weight of 185, and that would be really hard for me. Drama alert to make a video and you and MMA else talk trash to each other. That would be epic. Oh, for sure. Fat in the legs. I haven't seen him stand up. I don't know if anybody knows how big he is. Nobody will tell me what he walks around at. He's over 40, I believe, 42. So we're only 3 years apart. So what's up, Chris? We're the same age, man. Let's make this happen. He responds with a meme of somebody laughing to me. You know, if you're scared, homie, say it. But, Mike, what's your fighting history? I thought you were 33. Well, thank you, Zoltan. I don't know where you got the bet. No, I'm 39. Just kill him, dog, or something. Get some real drama. Mike, make a promo. Go. Don't be scared, homie. Exactly. My fighting history is I fought some judo back in the day. It's back in high school, though. 156 pound. I was state champion, division champion, state championship. Excuse me, I got to the state championships in wrestling. I lost in wrestling. I was not a state champion wrestler. But state champion, divisional, and regional champion for judo. I was 8th in the nation for 156 pounds under 17 and under. But obviously that was 22 years ago. In my 20s, I had 4 professional boxing matches. I won 3 of them. 2 by knockout, and I got knocked out pretty viciously, to be honest. Chris is scared. He talks the talk but doesn't walk the walk. You know, he's got a great show, and I will say this again, but he's an entertainer. He's an entertainer. I smell the males. He's an entertainer, and I have the facts. If you want the facts and you want to hear about MMA, most of the time come to me. Obviously, I'm doing some entertaining tonight because I'd really like to do this thing. But let's cut for... Let's go, Mike. Well, thanks, man. They are lurking. Well, you missed the cap. It's not the most flattering compliment. Not the most flattering compliment, but apparently a few people on MMA Hole said thought I looked like Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't see the resemblance, but I'm not sure why you'd want to make fun of a guy that looks like somebody that kills people and eats them. So, not a good idea. Let's... Hey. And I have, you know, I'm not upset with anybody, so whatever. You want to call it Dahmer versus Christine over? I meant Chris. Oh God, I wouldn't say that. Especially if you're gonna fight him. Sure, Mike Dahmer. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's some crazy stuff. I love it. You guys are too much. Christina. Well, I'll tell you what. He's no cyborg. Yeah, you could let him know, Asa. Like I said, his people fired the shots first. And they want to start it, I can end it. He's in a lot of trouble. Somebody better find out how big he is. Dom versus Christine. Yes, Stewie gets the credit for giving me the Jeffrey Dahmer name. Not sure if I should thank him for that or not, but yeah, I guess we'll go with it here. Let's talk about UFC 220 payouts. UFC 220 payouts finally came out. Bellator got their shit together within like 2 days. What's up, Landgiver? Much respect to you, man. But Bellator came out with their payouts 2 days after UFC 220 just finally came out. And I'll tell you, Francis Ngannou walked away with a ton of cash. For only having a few fights and losing, being the contender, he walked away with 500 G's. There's been guys that have been fighting really hard, given their all for a long time, sold a lot of pay-per-views that haven't made 500 G's in their entire career. But hats off to him. Stipe only got 600,000 plus no win bonus. That's what's disclosed. I happen to know that Stipe also got pay-per-view points, so maybe he shouldn't be quite so upset about them hyping Francis Ngannou if they thought that was the better way to sell the pay-per-views. He's getting paid. Daniel Cormier, 500 G's. Of course, he's going to be fighting Stipe Miocic. Two of my favorite fighters are going to be fighting each other now. Volkan Ozdemir Got 350 for getting his ass kicked. Not bad for a few fights in the UFC. Bullshit, you remind me of Jim Cornette from wrestling. Well, thank you. I used to watch wrestling way back in the day. Gian Galani got 50 G's for showing, 50 G's for winning, 100 G's. Francimir Barossa, 27 G's. A few other guys that you might know, Dustin Ortiz, he got 30-30, 30 to win, 30 to show. The thing I like is nobody was scheduled to make less than $10,000. I agree with that. I think that's awesome. I think Bellator was kind of sick how little they paid some of these guys. I love you, Stewie. I love you both. And Landgiver, of course. Barzola, he made a good night. 42 grand, 21 for his win, and 21 for the show. Total disclosed payroll for UFC 220 was just over $2.5 million, $2,549,000. So I'm glad to see somebody's kind of getting paid. That doesn't include promotions. That doesn't include the Reebok deal, which I talked about before. It's not worth a whole hell of a lot. That's the reason a lot of guys go over to Bellator, is for the promotion because of the Reebok deal. I just recently listened to an interview with Joe Soto. I'm sure you guys have heard the name. He's traveled to different countries for his last 3 fights. He stepped in on late notice against some big names for UFCs and Bellator now. That guy lives paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Doesn't include locker room bonuses, fight of the night, any of that stuff. Valentina looks good at 125. Yes, she does. Made $500,000 with that. Yeah, for sure. What's up, Comedic Genius? Thanks for tuning in, man. Do you happen to visit that Donut Hole channel too? I don't know. A few people were trying to say that me and Christine over there at Donut Hole should get a fight on. So far, everybody seems to be on board. So, so I'm going to start a new segment here, and I'm going to call it the Dumbass of the Week. And I have a... Hope no donut, yeah. I have a feeling this particular fighter is going to be winning a lot of these awards. And that's Mr. Colby Covington. Remains as hostile as ever to fight UFC welterweight champion Tyron Woodley, of course. He thinks he's a promoter. He's a wannabe Connor. Says he was passed over for a coaching spot on UF 27s because nobody wants to see him. Greetings from Holland. Thanks for tuning in, man, all the way from Holland. I really appreciate it. So Colby says, he's talking smack, and he says, you're going to do the least amount of pay-per-views ever in history if they do Woodley and RDA. Tyron Woodley and Rafael Dos Anjos. Who in the hell wants to see Colby Covington except for to get his ass kicked? Yes, everybody subscribe, guys. Yes, I'm running out of time to get to 1,000 subscriptions. And there's been a new rumor. If you haven't seen the video out there right now, there is a high rumor. It's not been medically proven, but not subscribing to Fights with Friends gives you a 35% larger chance of dying of AIDS. So, who wants to die of AIDS? I wouldn't. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody else. So, thank you, Landgiver. Thank you very much, Studi. Fake news says that. I don't know. I heard it from a few credible sources. No medical professionals, but why take a chance? You just hit that little red button, and it's pretty easy. I think he stole that from me. I think you're making that up. I never heard it on there, but I don't watch Donut Holes enough to know. But yeah, T Wood is going to need an opponent. I hope it's not Colby Covington. I like the fight against him in RDA. I wish he could get the shot against GSP. That would be great because, you know, I think he deserves it. I think he's one of the most underrated fighters, maybe ever. But you know, I think that's a great fight, too. Dislikes to have AIDS. Yes, exactly. Who wants to die of AIDS? Gorilla and Tiger beats Bear and Eagle. How do you see the match going? And details, please. Hi, do you know about Junior Dos Santos? I don't know anything new about Junior Dos Santos, so feel free to fill me in. Oh, there are many other ways to contract AIDS RS, especially among fighters. I wouldn't mess around with that shit. You don't want that. It's not easy to get rid of, from what I hear. But as far as Ferguson and the Bear, I think Khabib mauls the hell out of Ferguson. I think Ferguson probably makes it through. And he's going to be the champion. Finally, Conor's been stripped. They said that this was going to be for the undisputed title. They haven't officially stripped Conor. Haha, where's the kids? They are both off at my daughter's off at practice. David's upstairs playing some video games. I think I got money on MMA hoes now. Oh. Well, bet it against me. Well, you know, bet me. I bet on myself all day long because that just gives me more motivation. It's a race-specific bioweapon made in New Orleans lab by Lee Harvey Oswald and Dr. Marion. Shh. Gregor's next fight is against Floyd in the octagon with modified rules. I heard some stuff about that. I think it's probably more likely to be Nate. I like how Floyd keeps on popping all this shit on Instagram, and then he comes out and calls Dana a liar, saying that he's not trying to get a fight in the UFC. It's like, yeah, I don't like it. I wasn't a huge Floyd fan before. I wasn't a huge Floyd hater, but I like him even less now. So for sure, that's not a fun thing. But I think he's gonna make his own promotion. Chris Cesaro and Micah CM Punk. Oh, I don't know about the CM Punk comment. Last time I watched you, it was Francis versus Stipe, but in Holland it was 5 in the morning. Well, thanks for tuning in, man. That last time I got a lot of subscriptions, but that was the last time I got a lot of subscriptions. If I stand up, Floyd gonna KO McGregor. Will be interesting to see Floyd with 4-ounce gloves hitting somebody. He's had a huge problem with breaking his hands with 4-ounce gloves. It's gonna be interesting. It would be very interesting, and they both have more time to train. Obviously, this time there's a question out there right now if McGregor has an endurance issue because he's had endurance problems going on 2 fights now. Obviously, one of them was he was carrying a lot more weight, and the other one you can say it was he wasn't used to the format in boxing. You get to 10-3 rounds. Both of those I can see, but there's still a question. UFC 221 should be your way to get 2,000 subs. I really hope so. Everybody, please tune into that. Floyd is just trolling them and make community. Oh, yeah, he is. I don't know. It's the time in America now where you're from. I'm in Seattle. It is 5:40. I actually do this show every Thursday. I call it MMA Live at 5 because it is at 5 Pacific in, 5 o'clock here in the Seattle area. And next week, it will be earlier though. Next week, I'm off the whole day. I'll be here. It's Roy Jones Jr.'s last fight. I'm going to do a special tribute on Roy Jones Jr. and hopefully get your Roy Jones Jr. memories together. We're going to talk about one of the greatest of all time, and then I'm going to call his last fight, which is going to be on UFC Fight Pass. So, a defender vacate for sure. Dom versus McGregor, shots fired. Oh, correct. Fired. Mike would kill. Well, thank you, Cap. I appreciate it. McGregor's takedown's not good enough now. It's Roy fighting Silva. They want to. Dana's standing in the way for now. I haven't heard him really say. Silva's suspended, so I'm not sure why he's going to care. Who's the bum Roy's going to fight? I'm going to be quite honest. I don't have the name by me. I made a video on it. So if you just go to my page, you'll see, you'll see the name there. But I'm not on the channel right now, and honestly, I don't know the gentleman. But it'll be fun. I've been watching Roy Jones Jr. literally since he was an Olympian. When I was 11 years old, I was 10 years old. One of the first fights I've seen him and Mike Tyson back in the 80s. Silva has gone for 8 years. Breaking news. I did hear that Silva tested positive. They said he tested positive this time for 2 different banned substances. So he could definitely be gone for a long time. Silva, like Jones, he's out of PEDs his whole career. You know what? Don't test either one of them. Let them go off and fight in Japan. And let's get Anderson Silva versus JJ. What the hell? Let Vitor go over there and fight too. Old TRT Tor. I know, Stewie. Everybody uses their word. Some people just hide it better. I think the sport is definitely cleaner now with USADA, but USADA knows that, and that's why they're trying to get Jones back in there. Oh, God. What's up, Island Live? What's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. For anybody that wasn't in earlier, I know I'm shouting this out a lot, but some people from that other MMA channel, the Donut Holes, they were saying they'd like to see a fight between me and this Christine and Chris guy over there. So if you guys get the word back to him, MMA Holes in the house, huh? Hunt would kill Francis. I heard rumors of that fight of Mark Hunt and Francis Ngannou, and I'd love to see it. Kenshiro, my favorite favorite virgin. Where's Ronda's fine asset? Just run away to WWE. Oh, for sure. Yes, thank you, Cap. Everybody subscribe. We need to hit 1,000 subscribers by February 20th, or my channel's going to pretty much go dark. So, I mean, tell your friends, tell your sisters, smack your brother if you have to get them to hit that red button. But we need to get to 1,000 subscribers. And I'm not here begging, but we need to do it real damn quickly. So I hope you guys are in this with me. Of course, going to be a stream this Saturday. The UFC Fight Night, Machida versus Anders. Lyoto Machida's fighting the guy that works in the 7-Eleven, I think, next to the stadium. Eric Anders. I say that because, of course, Lyoto Machida, I believe, should retire. But he's like a 3-1 favorite, so... So, Lyoto, it looks like, will probably win that fight. And then I hope he retires because I'm tired of seeing him get hit. Munoz versus Dodson. John Dodson's always a good guy to watch fight. That's always fun. He's about a 2.5 to 1 favorite on Munoz there, though. And then you're going to have Kuchera and Shevchenko. Valentina Shevchenko. She's always fun to watch. The rest of the card, Ian Alcantara versus Joe Soto, and they're all coming into Brazil. Everybody listen to support Joe Soto. He's been doing this for a long time, and I had no idea until recently listening to him on an interview how little he's made. It was on MMA Junkie this week, actually, if you find it. Machida getting slept again. Possibly why we got all these MMA holes, trolls in the comment section. Why we got all these MMA... They followed me. I don't know. But like I said, we can knock the taste out of somebody's mouth on, let's call it out here. When do you guys want to see us fight? Well, let's agree on a weight and let's get this damn thing done. We can have cameras from every angle. Like I said, we could have it in a ring or a cage. I prefer to have it on wrestling mats or judo mats in a high school or something in New York. If I'm going to travel to New York, they can provide the venue, though. They can find an MMA school in the area with a cage or a high school. If anybody is in New York, knows anybody there, try to get us a venue. I'm completely serious about this. These guys called me out. I want to have one more fight. At least one more fight before I'm done. I'm 39. He's right around the same age, some other people were saying. So let's do this shit. I want to knock somebody out right on my channel. And I don't have anything against Chris, but if he's the face I got to do it against, then, you know, that's the way it's got to go down. And that's just the way it is. Yes, you did, Asa. Asa, thank you for your donation. Donated some money to me the other day. I got to turn that in for protein. I actually stopped drinking. I'm serious about this shit. This is a protein drink I'm drinking right here. 30 grams of protein, 0 grams of sugar. I'm dropping some weight. Chris got connections and they were making me. I know that. I've seen some pictures. So, you know, he sent me a tweet back on Twitter. Also, please follow me on Twitter if you want to see us going back and forth. And follow Mystic Mac over there, which is Christine's name over there on the donut holes. Let him know what's going on. He sent me a gift back of a couple people laughing. But follow me on Fights with Friends on Twitter. It's too long to fit on the Twitter page. It's Fights W Friends. Real easy. Go to Twitter, Fights W Friends. You'll see me come up. Please follow me on Twitter. I'll donate my wisdom, you bum. Do some kind of giveaway raffle during the past UFC to people who subscribe if you want to get to it. I tried to give away an autographed Mike Tyson picture. My most prized fight possession. And for $5 donations, I said if I got $100, nobody donated that night except for Asa donated to me. Nobody else did, so I'm going to put a link down there. We got to start raising some money to get that plane ticket for me to get to New York, though, unless Donut Hole over there is chicken. I mean, if he doesn't want to fight me, I understand. I love it, Landgeber. When Mayweather walked into Octagon, I immediately noticed his legs could match Conor kicking. Oh my God, yeah, he would break those legs in half. What's going on, Hector? Thanks for tuning in, man. Just sent me a dirty sock and only one. Damn, I'd want Tyson autograph. Hey, you got to tune in. I might put it up again here one of these times, but I got to get some subscribers. Let him fight in Seattle. Don't give him home court advantage. Good evening, Hector. Hey, if he wants to come to Seattle, I'll find the venue here. That makes it easier on me. So I know a few people in this area. I'm sure I could get us a spot. So I just want to do it. Like I said, I just hope he's not like 5'6" and 150 pounds. But otherwise, I'm going to have to... Can versus can, says Stewie. Yeah, I know I'm out of shape. That's why I'm drinking the protein drink. MMA Hall's nice, guys, if you ask Chris to cross-promote, he would help you. I'll have to have a chat with Chris. I called in, if you guys weren't on the show the other day, I called in and I talked to him, you know, a little bit, and he hung up on me. So, said a recent broadcast, DC and Stipe are your favorite fighters. Who do you think will be funnier, best trash talk, and gain more popularity on Tough? That's going to be interesting. I haven't been interested in Tough, honestly, for quite some time. And this season, I love the coaches. Not only do I love the coaches, they're trying to do things to make this fresh. The last couple of years, they've done a few interesting things. But this time, everybody on the show is going to be undefeated from what I've seen. So I want to watch every single one of those episodes. So let's do it here, and let's talk about it through the fights, through the episodes, and let's follow it here every week. If you guys are down for it, we'll sit here and watch it every week. Tom Brady throwing a Hail Mary for the win this Sunday. I didn't care for the refereeing in that game there, Mitchell, but especially in the first half, but it is what it is. Chris afraid of flying, doesn't have a car, and lost his train ticket. Oh, I love it. Yeah, Stewie was watching. He can... He just like immediately hung up. His face turned a little white and he hung up. No, he told me to call back, and then we had a short conversation. Then he hung up on me again. Lisa, oh Jesus! I'm the #1 Asian on the MMA holes. Well, I'm the only Asian member, so it's special. Well, invite your Asian friends over here and tell them to hit that frickin' subscribe button. Anybody who's not subscribed by the end of this, please hit that down button, or before this show goes black and we never see a fight between me and Chris, or me and anyone else. Mike versus Chris, loser deletes his channel. Wow, Cap. That is quite the stakes. And I'm completely up for it. There we go. Now Chris is really not going to want to fight, though. No, it's not. I would do that if Chris brings that bet to me. I'll do it, but I don't want to scare him off, so I'm not going to say that. I can sure you're the only ones. Oh, jeez. Tomer versus Rose God. Yeah, that guy's already been banned. Michael Chris Lucy deletes their channel. Well, thank you, Cap. You know the rules. You want extra subs? Bring David. Oh, man. Is David upstairs? Sandra's in there, I think. Defender Vayfe. Hey, David. What? People are telling me that they're not going to subscribe unless you're over here. They're calling for you again. I just basically called out, you know, the challenge from Donut Holes and for a fight, and still I can't be more popular than my son. Notice David started playing games or Seb stopped. David versus oh, not against a girl, come on, but I do think it's funny. I'll let you know Jesse follows this channel, so if you're out there, Jesse, go ahead and chime in. What? David's life will never be the same. I'm talking to them, David, but why don't you come in here? In a few minutes. He says give him a few minutes. He's trying to extend this thing out so I get a little more play time. Jesse is hot. She's going to be our ring girl, I think. So they said hurry, or they're going to start unsubscribing. Father, I'm doing dishes. Oh, he's in there doing dishes. Leave him alone, guys. He'll be in a few minutes. I don't want to do no damn dishes. You don't see no apron on me. Sorry. I don't watch MMA holes. I prefer to listen to you talk about Christina. Well, thank you, Zoltan. So when are going on JRE? I would love to go on GRE anytime. I really think we can promote the hell out of this thing, though. And I'll put up my own money for commercials, promo commercials, training, and please donate afterwards. I'm not making a lot of money off AdSense right now. Nobody's making a living hardly on AdSense right now. So I'll put the link later after the video is published. I'll be able to put the link on there to donate to my PayPal. So please donate to my PayPal, and I'll show everybody, let everybody know when there's enough money in there for a ticket to go to New York. And if that's what Chris wants to do, like I said, I'll fly there. He can come here, or we can meet on neutral ground. It makes no difference to me. But we'll meet at the airport. We'll meet on the scales. And hopefully he doesn't shit his pants and forget to show up on fight night. Who won the Mike Tyson signed pig? My net went out. Nobody wanted a Mike Tyson signed autograph, apparently. Only one person donated afterwards, and that was the shout out to Bailey. Asa Bailey here was the only one to donate, and it was afterwards. But work part-time at Walmart. Should put a lien on your house and fight your trolls across the country for sub. Oh my God. I got a troll video coming up that I think you guys are going to find highly entertaining. I'm just going to say it's going to be filmed in Seattle. Hopefully it's going to be some training for these fights, but maybe it'll just be some training for trolls. But I'm super excited about the idea, and I think it's going to be great. Yeah, I'm not putting a lien on my house, though. Unless he wants to bet me house for house. I'm pretty confident. I don't know who Charlie Zenoff is, but maybe I need to figure out. Yeah, so pack a lunch, Chris. Yeah, for sure. That raffle was fixed. Oh, jeez. I haven't been there yet because I'm busy. I will be going there. At least take some pictures. Like I said, the Bruce Lee grave thing. I'm still going back and forth. I want to make sure I'm not disrespectful going there, but we'll do that at the same time. I got to make a trip down there anyways, and actually trying out for an acting gig. I'm really trying to, you know, get out of this whole stupid grocery thing, and I got to make some money. So I need some gigs here. But when I go down there, I'm going to hit the Troll, and I want to hit Bruce Lee's grave too. Thank you, Mitchell, for sure. Let's see my comment on your older vid about the union. I didn't. But thank you for watching my older videos. Like I said in a video today, there's a lot of times I really wish I would have kept my channel name Mike's Reviews at all, because I do enjoy doing some other things. I'm just a facts-based guy, and trying to make the world a better place. But that doesn't mean I won't get in there and make someone else's world a worse place for one night if it's about competition. Tommy, you're right over your head and you know it. Landgiver, yeah, no, yeah. Everybody subscribe. You're not gonna know when I go live. I'm gonna start going live randomly, so these people that aren't subscribed won't have any idea, and they're gonna miss out. So, pack a donut, Chris. I love it. Your son is gonna act like was son. Oh, I got training videos already worked out. I got scripts written up. Don't worry. How did the audition go? I will be playing a homeless bum named Russ on a web series that may or may not be seen by more people than are in this room. But getting 1,000 cents to betting your house in like 25 minutes. Yeah, you're right, Ass. Hey. I like the motivation. I like to put a lot of pressure on myself. I like to make the goals so high on everything that I do that I almost think they're out of reach to motivate myself to bring myself to that next level. It's just like I've always been like that. At work, if there's something I thought I could do it in an hour and somebody was going to pay me, we used to bet on who could do an aisle the fastest. I'd tell them, I'll bet you $50 I can do it in 45 minutes, thinking that it would take me an hour, and kill myself getting it done in 45 minutes. Sometimes it happened, sometimes it didn't, but... Oh, man, Stewie. You can't get away with that anymore. The world's not the place it used to be. Oh, Jesus. Dahmer, you wear skinny jeans. I do not wear skinny jeans. Thanks, Cap. Nobody said anything too bad here, but I try to get the camera angle. It's not the most beautiful physique right now, but I'm going to scoot back. I was a homeless extra and the animal happened to be in the castle at the time. That's awesome. I had a chance, actually, to be play a very, very small role in the Rocky Balboa movie. And I was not able to make the plane trip and get the time off from work. I wish I would have quit that job right then and been in the movie. Because to say you were in a Rocky movie, if I'd have known I was going to be doing an MMA channel, how cool was that? So, David, I'm going to need your help here. Can't get my whole physique in the camera on this tripod. I need you to hold the camera up here for a minute. Donut holes want to see what Christine's going against. Nah, y'all tries. All right. There's fight pose right here. Yeah, I got a little bit of a spare tire right now, but I'll bring it. Go ahead and set it down. Have a seat, David. You'd be scared of this six-pack. We're chilling. It's fine, Cap. I know what's going on, man. I know what's going on. What do you guys think about? We will go back to a little more MMA here before we wrap this up. So when DC and Stipe Miocic were first announced, and like I said, I want to do all the Ultimate Fighter episodes and watch them all together. When that first was coming out, and Cap is my moderator, by the way, so he can cap you at any time. When they were talking, DC came out, and a lot of people missed it maybe. He said, I don't want any part of the heavyweight division. And the rumor I heard was they came in and dumped a bunch of money in his lap and basically said, I'll double the offer. And all of a sudden, a few days later, DC and Stipe Miocic were signed. So, good job. Good job, DC. I think he's possibly one and done. I think if he beats Stipe, he'll probably retire. I don't think he's going to fight John Jones again. But if he goes to heavyweight, I almost guarantee he's not going back down to light heavyweight. Careful with Cap there. He's been one of my biggest supporters from the beginning. So, yeah, we're going to have boxing coming up. We're going to have the Ultimate Fighter coming up. We're going to start doing that every week. If you guys don't have UFC Fight Pass, right now, if you buy one pay-per-view, if you're going to buy one pay-per-view this year, I think it's an extra $22. You can get Fight Pass for 6 months. And it's only $10 a month. It's $8 a month if you want to pay for a year at a time. I think it's $9 a month if you pay 6 months at a time. Why not? Let's do some of the things on there. I'd love to watch some Invicta too. The Alaska Fighting Championships, actually really entertaining. I'm getting a bigger setup here soon too, so I don't have to lean in and out of this screen so much. I think that's what got the Dahmer comment to begin with. But hey, Mike, the dude's coming at us. Hey, just be respectful to Cap. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna start doing these shows, a lot of these unannounced. So you're gonna get an announcement like right before they come on. So if you're not subbed, you're not gonna know. So whatever you're here for, whether you're here to watch, troll, whatever, it's gonna be like a private show for subscribers. I got to do that to protect my channel. I got to get to 1,000 subs. Hit that damn sub button. Stewie just did yesterday, finally. A couple other people hit it, but I don't care when you hit it, but you know, just hit that red button in the bottom right corner. It's not gonna hurt you. Don't be scared, homie. And all the donut holes over there, like I said, go back to your hole over there and see if Christine's got a response for me. Well, Cap was about my first subscriber ever, so. Oh, shit. Yeah, like I said, sometimes you guys are just trolling, but you know what? He hasn't kicked you. I've seen Jesse kick people for almost nothing. Yeah, I've watched the donut holes a few times too. So, like I said, I'm getting a different setup here soon, so we'll be able to do some more things. I got the Adobe Creative Solutions things. I got some monitors. We're going to do this from computer, so we have a lot more freedom in the things that we do, make it more interactive. Here, very quickly, the NBC thing. Let's go into that NBC Fighters League. That's coming up. It's going to be an actual tournament. It's going to be the first MMA league with an actual season. There's a $10 million purse at the end of it, and Khabib Nurmagomedov's cousin at 135 is going to be fighting in it. A lot of names that you know coming on from World Series of Fighting. Ray Sefo basically dumped the World Series of Fighting, and all his fighters are going over. You got John Fitch over there. You got Steve Kutchner. You got a lot of good guys coming over. There's going to be a lot more names coming over that want a piece of $10 million. Tyrone Spong, yes. Tyrone Spong, he's probably the one I'm the most excited about, to be sure. So let's all be friendly. We all want to see what's up, Zoltan. And Khabib's cousin was in the UFC, now another cousin. And Khabib came out and he was very high on his cousin. He was training with the Black Zillions before he was training with Khabib here recently. He's a championship wrestler. Khabib says he thinks he's championship material, like UFC Bellator World Championship material. So that's going to be fun. We're going to get to see, I think, another star. I think you're going to see a lot of stars coming out of that fight league, for sure. Roy Zillions. A few of those guys got popped, didn't they? Hey, we get a couple main event, yep. Stewie versus, oh, jeez. Oh, I love it, guys. Like I said, follow me on Twitter. Super easy handle. I'm going to put it down below, though. The whole thing wouldn't fit on there, Fights with Friends, so it's just Fights W Friends. No capitals, no anything. Follow me at Fights W Friends. Fights with Friends. Please donate to that PayPal so we can get that thing up there. And please, everybody, subscribe. You're never going to get to see a fight between us. You're never going to get to see much of anything because my ass is going to be working for Labor Ready if I can't get up to that 1,000 subscribers. And as much as maybe some people would like to see that, you're not going to get to see my face to laugh at me. So hit the damn subscribe button. Well, thank you, Stu. You're awesome. And if you and Cap want to fight on the undercard, that would be great. Yeah, John Fitch, Yushin Okami's going in. I named a few of the other fighters out there. The list is online for this roster. It's going to be on NBC Sports. Ray Sefo is involved in it. There's going to be 7 major events, and then the playoffs, which... You know, they're going to fight for this championship, for this $10 million, $1 million in each division. And we're going to cover them all here. Coolest thing about it is they're on Thursdays. We're already here on Thursdays. So let's add Fight League to it. And let's see some great fights together. A 20 would be awesome, my friend. Well, thank you, Stewie. Can anybody beat 20? Can anybody beat Stewie? No. Thank you again, Bailey, for donating last week. Yes, PFL should be good. I think it automatically moves to number 3. World Series of Fighting was number 3. I think they got an awesome looking format. They signed even more talent. This is going to be a really good thing. NBC Sports has already put a ton of cash behind it. F is strong too. Don't have super chat. I don't have super chat yet. You have to get to 1,000 subscribers to get super chat, which is another reason. Yeah, on a mainstream channel for sure. They're not on Paramount, former Spike Network, and they're not on FS1. They're going to be on NBC Sports, so that's going to be awesome. It's cool too. I hit the wrong button, but you can just keep it. Let's go. All right, Bailey. What, were you trying to request money from me? That'd be a good story. I couldn't get any donations for the first year, and my first one, somebody hit the wrong button. So Super Chat is easy for my credit. My credit card is there. This is very easy if you have a PayPal account. You're just going to click that link below. It's going to ask you how much you want to request, and you sign in your PayPal, and boom. And the nice thing is it's not connected to your bank account. I pay with everything online with PayPal because whatever institution I'm dealing with, maybe I don't know them, they don't get any information about me. PayPal deals with everything. It's super simple. I do want Super Chat though, Stewie, so help me get to that 1,000, dude. Super Chat cap makes it very easy. So what you do is basically, if you're signed up for Super Chat on my channel, when I get to 1,000 subscribers, is when you make a comment, it'll ask you if you want to donate and make that a sponsored comment. And you can donate, I believe it's from as low as $2 up to, I've seen donut holes getting some big donations over there. So that would be great when we get Super Chat over here. I'm looking forward to that. I'll see you guys. You guys have a great night. Eat something great. Tell Christopher over there to stop eating them donut holes because I'm drinking the protein shakes, protein drinks. I'm going to start hitting that bag. Might even have some videos of me running uphill with some weights. Not messing around over here. RS, you will see me post something tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. You're definitely going to see Chris versus Mike. Make it happen. Yeah, guys, get on his fucking Twitter over there. Excuse my language. Cap's going to cap me. No, Mystic Mac. Go over and follow Mystic Mac. Yes, Stewie, spread the word. Everybody that... If you're trolls over here, whatever you are, go over there to Mr. Donut Hole. I'm sure he's going to see some of this video by the end of the week. And, you know, if he doesn't want the fight, just let him post a video that says, I'm scared, homie. Your skills are superior to mine. I can't take the heat. And, you know, if he does that, I won't respect it. I'll laugh. But we'll know where he stands. Otherwise, you know, he can accept it. But as he says nothing, that's pretty much just, everybody knows what that means. Everybody knows what that means. So you want to be the champion? You want to be the champion of the MMA companion, the MMA fight things or whatever, Chris? Defend or be stripped, friend. Defend or be stripped. He wants to be Conor McGregor. He's always calls himself Mystic Mac with all the Conor McGregor shenanigans over there and all this. I got 10 more likes walking around things. I said defend or be stripped. Fight me, champ versus champ. You want to be the champ? Let's get in there. Let's get some views. Let's have some fun. Let's drink some beer after the fight because I got to make weight. But, and everybody join me Saturday for the big UFC. Lyoto Machida versus Eric Anders might be his last fight. Wonderful Wonder World, my ass. I love it. Cat Mike is trolling MMA host. You came in here, you got to handle the heat. I'm more excited about this than Tony versus Khabib. When's Chris live? Getting ready to troll big time. Oh, God. Stewie, when's Chris live? I think he does a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. He doesn't do a Thursday show right now. So we've had some mutual respect. Not to step on each other's shows so everybody can watch both. But obviously during the live streams, you have to flip back and forth or stay on the better channel over here. I will, Lon, but he needs Super Chat. Thank you. I will get Super Chat. I promise. Donating in the PayPal link is very easy, though. If you click on that, we'll start building up that New York fund. What can Chris say? If we got enough money to fly me out to New York and he still doesn't want it, I don't know what to say. Thank you, Stewie. Everybody, yeah, if you're not on PayPal, set up PayPal. It's super easy. If you have eBay, you probably already have it. You probably had it at one time or another. Get on there, and I would appreciate, yeah, buy me a protein shake, whatever. But for now, we're going to start putting in that fund. Save up for that ticket. I'll cut a promo video, and I'll let you guys know how much it is for a ticket for New York. Find out. You guys put down in the comments later, find out where in New York he lives, what city. Don't dox him, but find out what city he's in. And I'll let you guys know how much a ticket is there. I'm cheap. I'll sleep. I'll even sleep in a crappy motel while I'm there training. How's that? You guys make it happen. Everybody, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Everybody, please follow me on Twitter. Please donate and please subscribe so we can get that super chat. So we can get that. Oh, he's ducking. Chris, will you duck Mike? That's right. That's right. Loser gets covered in bacon grease and chained. Oh, God, the Chihuahuas. Yeah, you don't want that, Chris. I don't think Chris can handle the Chihuahuas. I don't know. You can't handle the Chihuahuas. You seen those old Taco Bell commercials? They really like bacon chalupas. So the pig grease, that's a good bacon grease. That's a good add-on there. Winner fights Nagano. Mark Hunt can have Nagano. Like I said, I'm gonna go. I will see you guys Saturday. Thank you for a great night. Everybody, let me know what Christopher over there at the Dunkin' Donut hole says. And please, please subscribe, donate, follow me at Twitter, FightsW, friends, and let Mystic Mac on Twitter know. I'm going to be sending him a private message tonight. And if he doesn't respond, somehow that might get leaked. I should cross over back. Oh, I love it. Be ready for the WOS. Ken versus two cans. Ken saying he wants to fight. Yeah. What the fuck is MMA holes? Exactly. An MMA hole. I think it's a donut hole. He's been drinking too much whiskey over there. Like I said, I'd give up my beer for him. We'll see if he can give up the whiskey. Everybody donate if you want to see the plane ticket, get there, the hotel, the motel, and I'll put up the training videos. And let's start these promos this week, Chris. I know somebody's sending you this video. Stewie, tell your buddy donut hole over there. I got called out. I'm not going nowhere. I'm right here. Bring it. Everybody subscribe. Yes, thank you, Cap. Like I said, Chris, bring it.